So over the next 7 days, I will be doing the Whim Hof breathing technique to see if there's as big of an effect as people say there is. Whim Hof, who's also known as the Iceman, is a 63-year-old Dutch man who is also an extreme athlete. He's known to push his body to the extreme for doing things such as setting the world record for longest swim under ice water. Over the next 7 days, I'll be doing the Whim Hof breathing technique, which is supposed to allow you to reach your full potential. Now, the breathing technique consists of 30 large inhales, 30 exhales, and then on the final exhale, holding your breath for as long as you can. Then once you're done holding your breath, you take a deep inhale once again and hold your breath for 10 to 15 seconds. Now, this is generally done in 2 to 3 sets. Even though there hasn't been any scientific proof to say that this breathing method actually works, many people claim positive effects such as being more calm, feeling less anxious, and many people even say that doing this breathing method consistently has helped them with their immune system and they've started to get less sick. But enough with that, let's get into it and let's see how this goes. Okay, so after day one, I had some thoughts that I was gonna talk about right after, my first day of doing the Wim Hof breathing, and I had recorded that, but I don't know, something happened with the file, I got corrupted. That's why I'm here again, just wanting to talk about how I felt just right after that very first day. So right after I did the Wim Hof breathing technique after the first day, I noticed right away that initially I had planned to do 3 sets, but just after 2, I was just like really feeling kind of tired, and it was a very intense feeling. And so I decided not to do it a 3rd time. I just stopped at 2. I realized while doing it also, I felt like it was very hard to think about anything else. Like during it, I had to focus a lot of my, mental strain on just thinking about how many times I've, done the in breath and out breath. That was what I was really focused on to hit that 30. And then also just really trying to focus on the breath. I felt that after the first set of doing it, I did feel there wasn't much of an effect so far. But starting to do the 2nd set and starting to do the 30 in and out deep breaths of the 2nd set, I started to feel the effects of it. It was at that point I started to feel more tired. I started to feel the breaths were feeling very intense, especially in my nostril area, and I started to feel the effects of this practice. So it's currently day 4 of doing the Wim Hof breathing techniques. Throughout the first 3 days, it has been kind of tough to do this just because I've never done it before and it's a completely new method to me. So it has been pretty challenging from like the physical aspect of it. After I've finished doing it, I felt pretty tired, pretty exhausting to actually do it. So I've decided over the next few days, I'm actually just gonna take it up a little bit. I'm gonna try to go from doing 2 sessions to 3. On to day 4, let's get into it. So the 7 days are over, and can you tell that I'm way more peaceful now than before? I'm just kidding, but I really wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys about how I feel after doing the 7 days and let you know my thoughts on this whole Wim Hof breathing technique. Right off the bat, I'll just say that doing just this is not going to change your life. But that being said, nobody claims that it's going to change your life when you do it. The point of doing the Wim Hof breathing method is really to feel those moments of clarity, feel those moments of calmness, feel those moments of anxiety go away. And then doing that over time has also led to people feeling things like less sick. Now, I feel like this goes with any meditation practice. Obviously, you can choose to do the Wim Hof breathing method, but you could also do daily meditations. You could do other breathing methods. Whatever you feel is best for you, you could do. In my opinion, the Wim Hof breathing method falls under a meditation. The way I look at it is if you combine doing this daily along with maybe 3 to 5 other small things that you can do to help just improve bits and pieces of your life, these things will help you create a lifestyle change which overall will have a positive effect. Even Wim himself admits there are multiple layers to this process, and not just doing one thing is going to change your life. I felt like during the time I was doing it, a very much sense of calm during that, because it took a lot of like thinking to make sure I was focused on things like how many in breaths and out breaths I was on, or how long I can hold my breath, or how long I need to hold my breath once I inhale again. Things of that nature. It made me think about that, so I didn't have time to be thinking about other things. I couldn't just mindlessly think about other problems or whatever I was feeling for that day. I really had to focus in on this, which is what I really liked about doing this breathing technique. It was really like 10 minutes of my day where I could not think about anything else, and I just really had to focus in on one thing. I think the willpower aspect is definitely interesting. He mentions that as one of the 3 things about this whole technique, the willpower. And I think it does take a lot of willpower for somebody to continuously do this day after day. I only did it for 7 days, which pretty much takes no willpower at all. It's just 7 days, 10 minutes a day. But I think I'm going to continue doing this for at least another 30 days, just to really get that aspect of it and see the full effect of it. You're not really going to see a crazy effect in 7 days, but you might see a crazy effect in a year, if you continuously do it. One of the things I think about doing any sort of meditation practice is one of the big effects you're gonna feel is that if you do it for a long period of time, you're really gaining a skill of persistence and sticking to things. Now, maybe that meditation itself hasn't caused great change, but the fact that you did it for that long and you had the persistence and willpower, that can be translated to everything else you do in your life. But overall, when I was doing it, I definitely felt more calm and less anxious, and definitely felt that after doing it, there was a sense of just relaxation that I could just move on to the rest of my day or the rest of my evening or whatever it may be. But I just felt like after doing that, it was kind of like clearing the mind. Overall, I definitely recommend other people try the Wim Hof breathing method. It really doesn't take too much time out of your day. But that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you guys have done the Wim Hof breathing method or if you do that on a regular basis currently. But until next time, I really appreciate y'all if you watched this video, and I'm out. Peace.